Welcome. I am Kristy Putnam, Tai Chi Easy Senior Trainer, and today I'm going to go through the first three combos, the first half of the Tai Chi Fit Veterans Routine seated version. So I won't be doing completely sensory cueing like you would if you were leading a flow show or a Tai Chi Fit class. I'm going to add in some motion basics cueing to our flow motion format today and tell you the number of repetitions. So start by finding a comfortable spot sitting at the front of your chair. As DDR likes to call it, the red line. So after you stand up, you'll have a little indentation at the top of your thighs. So you're scooted forward on your seat. Feet flat on the floor. Take a few deep breaths. As we practice today, there's nothing to learn, nothing to memorize. Just be here now, present to this moment. Begin by letting your hands touch your thighs and noticing the texture of the fabric as you slide your hands forward and over the kneecaps, returning the palms back to center. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other. And now turning the palms face up, continuing noticing the texture on the backs of your hands as you slide your palms along your thighs. And as we come inward this time, let the hands drop away from the hips, down and out, rounding up into a big hug. The palms turn down, sinking back to the lap. And we repeat, sinking the chi, gathering up the vital life force energy around us, and dropping that energy or chi into the earth. And our third, sinking the chi, inhaling up, exhaling flat palms back to the lap, letting the hands move forward along the thighs, falling off the knees, and lifting the arms into the air as you straighten your spine. The elbows become heavy and drop with gravity. And again, pushing the palms forward, leaning forward a little, and then sitting back upright as our hands ride up as if on an ocean wave. And the elbows drop back into the water. And our third, opening the door, inhaling the arms up, and exhaling down. As a transition to our third movement, the palms float forward, dropping off the knees, rising up, rounding out to hugging the tree. The arms expand, opening the heart to the sides. One hand scoops under, the other on top as we embrace the moon. Exhaling, inhaling the arms, expanding to the sides, and the hands trade places. Twice on each side, we collect the moonbeams and hug the moon to our hearts. One more time, opening the heart, the fingertips drift back to center, hugging the tree. The palms fall to the lap, palms face up. We return to the beginning, sinking the chi 3 times to close combo number 1. And swaying from side to side, adding the arms drifting along those ocean waves like seaweed. And one hand freezing out to the side, we simply pick up our heel and tap the sandy beach. Stepping back in, we sway to the other side. And again, this time one hand freezes and the other hand floats above that foot. And returning, swaying to the other side, one hand floating above the foot. Returning to center. And this time, we add a hand below the elbow to play the peepaw. 3 times on each side. The hands drop down the center, off the laps. Big circle, little circle. Stop, drop, and roll around to the other side. The fingers plucking the strings of a guitar. And pausing here, we catch that moon again. One hand hides behind the back. And we toss that half moon up into the sky, returning to the stars, allowing our gaze to follow the palm in motion. Adding in the other hand. The moon lifting into the sky like a frisbee, leaving the other hand behind. Tossing that other hand up and returning back to center to stop, drop and roll, play the peepaw 3 times as a transition. And again, we catch the moon. Top hand hiding behind and tossing. Our gaze drifting out beyond the horizon up into the cosmos beyond. And parting the wild horse's mane. Our hands stroking the silky hair as we part the mane. And then reaching up and grabbing those reins and pulling them back to center. Stop, drop, and roll. Play the peepaw 3 times before every part the horse's mane. And after we play the peepaw 3 times, we embrace the moon. This time, step this back foot out to the side, making a wider stance, giving us a more graceful stroking the wild horse's mane, combing that beautiful hair, bringing order to the chaos. And stepping that foot in, grabbing those reins, returning to center, stop, drop, and roll. Transitioning to our fourth and final set of part the horse's mane. Again, with a wide step out to the side as we embrace the moon, and a graceful, long, flowing motion from one side as we sway to the other. And tossing up there for a hug, returning to center for 3 sink the cheese to close combo number 2. The hands floating up in front, rounding out to hugging the tree, open heart center. The fingertips drifting back to the center, holding a small ball, rotating the palms one above the other, flipping it over as if polishing a pearl. And one hand drops down across the lap, tossing it out to the side, waving that palm into the cheek, and then pushing it forward as the other palm turns up. Turning over that pearl and repeating same arm, same side. Toss, wave, and push. Noticing here as we rotate the torso that moves the arm out to the side and then brings it back in as we rotate forward. And now the other arm, the other side, dropping down, circling up and out, tossing to the side, waving in, pushing forward. And now alternating hands. Twice on each side, we repulse the monkey. Again, bringing order to chaos, pushing away that monkey mind, allowing ourselves to be here in this moment, aware of what's happening now. This time, tossing that arm out to the side, dragging the other hand to the shoulder. Lifting the heels if you like. 3 times. And pressing the hand towards the earth 3 times, pushing down, pushing, and now waving in 3 times, lifting those heels as you extend the arm. Now pushing down and waving in. The heels lift as the arm lifts. And now stepping forward to the 45, we brush knee and push and just rewind and repeat. And wipe across the center, returning and rainbowing the arms over the top. And 3 times lifting the heels, inhaling, exhaling the heels down. And pressing one hand down, lifting the heels as it lifts. And waving one hand in. And together now, inhaling that hand and heels up. And get ready now, stepping out, brushing across the thighs and pushing. And now the bottom hand drops down. We make our nice double spiral, circling back to the beginning. And wiping across, returning to center, rainbowing over the top. 3 times together now. And now the same foot on the arm side, stepping out to the side for our third set, giving us a nice wide lunge as we step forward, brush knee and push, and circle back. And clear a path in front of you, returning to center, wiping the sky clean, and 3 times. Stepping out wide to the side, a nice long lunge, brushing away anything that no longer serves, pushing out, making room to invite something new. Releasing, relaxing, receiving with joy. The end of our fourth set, grab a hug, bring it back to center. Nice little inhale, open heart center. Fingertips drift back together, fall down to our knees, the palms turn up to the sky, and 3, sink the cheese. Ah. And we'll take a little bow, the end of combo 3.